Just want to share. I'm doing some troubleshooting tonight. I've never actually got to watch the balance in action. My balance is balancing in action. It says I'm at 99.961 or 99.61% charge, which means it's 100%. But I found out last night that I was at 50% and I was out of power. And look at this. This one says it's at 13.5 and my battery bank's at 65.1%, which means this is one of the batteries that are not making contact. So I got to find out why I don't have power making contact. Is there anything in here that says the actual voltage? It's 13.5. Maybe. Something weird's going on with my battery system. I've had so much weird luck lately. The noise is because we're sitting outside the mechanic shop because we haven't figured it out yet. We are now a injection module, driver module into it, and I went ahead and had them redo my radial arm bushings because it was already cracking out from last year. In the shop I had to do it last year in New Mexico. Which sucks and is very annoying, but it is what it is. It says it's charging. Still trying to balance out all the cells here. Voltage. Module voltage 13.4, which would put us at 13.5. Battery system info. These were used whenever I got them. Balance enabled. Communication error for some reason. Don't know why. You don't need the serial number. Not that it's going to matter anyhow. Let's see what else. 33rd. So I made it down to its limits. It is not to its maximum of the cell voltage. .36 something. I went with Valids because they had so many safety features with them. I had to make my own little connection here so I could access it. Took me a little bit to get going on this. Alright, I'm just going to record for a second. We are on the move again. We got fixed up finally. They diagnosed it as the IPR valve, which I literally just replaced, but apparently there was something wrong with the last one, which it didn't show up until after I did the last one anyhow. I forgot to address it before I left. So anyhow, O'Reilly's is like double the expense, and then on top of it there's labor on top of it, so I should have just checked it out and done it right, but it's okay, it's done. It was 2.5 hours worth of labor at $100 an hour, plus the part itself, which was $100 or like double the price of the most expensive one. I'm annoyed because it's a brand new one, but I think I can probably rebuild it at a future point, because what he thinks was causing it was actually not the IPR, as one of the seals on the outside, which I didn't know, but I didn't know. So anyhow, I'm here at the Texas rest stop. When you get into Texas, I'm taking a break for a second. Had to pee. I still had a little problems getting up to 55 until I put some more fluid in it. I probably just need to do a flush on my transmission. And from the last work, that rear brake thing, I just lost so much fluid out the back of it. Probably lost more than I realized. I've already put 3.5 quarts in it. I'm just now topping off, but it's getting better and better, and I can drive faster and faster each time, and it has more torque and more grab, so it could also just mean that the transmission just needs to be flushed. So that's where we're at. Anyhow, I can't stay here long because we're supposed to have a snowstorm come through, and this whole area is supposed to get snow, so I'm just resting for like an hour, let my phone charge, And then we're going to head on out because tomorrow is supposed to get a lot of snow through here, and I don't want to drive on the snow if I can avoid it. I don't like driving in the winter time. So, plus I don't want to stay in Texas that long either. But we'll see. We'll see. We got almost everything taken care of. I've had something to eat. I'm going to dump my trash while I'm here because they have dumpsters here as far as I can see. And then, yeah, we'll get going. Good morning, everyone. Look at that. We got stuck in the snow. I walked around and it doesn't feel that really bad, actually. I tried to slide. I got a little bit of sliding there. I think once you get about 30 minutes to the west, it's not as bad as here, but I'm still trying to decide if I want to take off in it or not. Normally I'd just stay here, but without getting too far into politics, I do not want to stay too much time in Texas. That's where I'm putting that one at. It's just not a safe state. Anyhow, look at that snow everywhere. Snow, lots of snow. I was hoping it'd get better. I was thinking, I woke up like 3 times tonight. Hang on, let me stop you. You can tell us out in it. I woke up 3 times last night thinking about just waking up because it was still dry at like 3 in the morning. It's like I could just drive an hour to the west and be out of it and not even have to mess with it. I was very, very tempted. I was so tired. I woke up at 7 a.m. yesterday morning, unplugged and waited for them to do the work, and then floated and found busy work to do. I kind of wanted to take a nap yesterday, but they was working on my rig, and I just wanted to. They got done at 5, and then I had to hook up, and then I had to pull over to rest a couple times because I was tired. And then on top of it, my transmission fluid was still a little bit low, so I had a little trouble getting up. I needed transmission fluid change. I was thinking about doing it here, but I think it's better to do it elsewhere after looking at everything and seeing what options were. So anyhow, I'm still thinking about going and eating at Cracker Barrel. The people parked next to me are Elk City to Quartzsite, so they're going to the same place basically from wherever I started, going to the same place. Not exactly, but the same neck of the woods. Within an hour of where I started. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they started a lot later than I did because I've already been on the road for over a week. And I haven't recorded much or put anything up, but yeah, we'll see. I really just want to drive. I just want to go and go until I get to Albuquerque and maybe the other side. I want to do what Jason did. Jason and Jen slept here. Whenever I talked to them, they stayed here and they drove all the way to Payson, Arizona. And it's like, I found out he didn't have a heater core. That's why he was trying to get there faster. Hopefully he has it fixed. If not, we'll mess with that when I get there. I was gonna go down by White Sands, but the snow is supposed to be a lot worse. Okay, the snow plows are out. That's a good sign. I haven't seen snow plows out this entire time. That's the first snow plow I've seen. Anyhow, which means it's sitting around 28 degrees. It's supposed to get colder. It's supposed to be cleared off by tomorrow, but I don't know. I'm warming up my rig for one, to make sure it'll start later if I do decide to go in and eat. I do have country fried steak here, but I don't normally eat at Cracker Barrel because I don't have anything I really should eat. My pickup out there, everything looks good. It's pulling okay. All my other cameras. This one's driver's side. I need to get in there and change the settings where they sit up and put them in the corresponding spots of wherever they view, so I can actually look at it without processing it whenever I'm doing it. Yeah, I've been sitting on the side of the road for probably an hour. I got an ocular migraine earlier, probably because I had sugar or something a couple days ago. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, but there's some emergency lights in the distance, and I haven't had anyone come along the highway here in quite a while, so I'm guessing something happened behind me with a truck jackknifing or something. Wind's blowing pretty good. There's wind farms. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm going to set up another spot to go to down the way that's a rest stop, and then we'll go from there. But it's getting kind of thick now, and I don't know how far I'm willing to push it either. I did see some traffic go along that road over here on the side road, so I'm guessing there's an accident behind me. Anyhow, in other news, my DC to DC converter, my what is it, Renogy or whatever name brand it was, the one I had that was 60 amps stopped working again, so I'm just going to replace it. I've looked and people's had other problems with it, so that's what we're going to do. But transmission's full. It's just there's a big wind. You might be able to see it hitting across here. There's a good crosswind here, so we only drove about maybe 40 miles away and drove an hour and a half earlier. We didn't make any good time, but we're out of the majority of the hard snow. It's just I don't want to sit here too long. I want to give my headache time to go away and any sinus pressures with that, and then we'll probably start heading west again. Well, so much for sitting here. It looks like it's time to get going. It's already starting to pick up again, so we're going to get down the road, see if we can get to a RV spot. If I can get the seatbelt to latch. I need to stop by something and see if I can find a new used seatbelt clippy thing that works. This one doesn't work good.